come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
We go! 70, Indy.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. He's got a first down past the 30. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 81 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 60, Pittsburgh. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist.
On play action, they'll throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watch the safety creep.
They'll drop the throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 99. Check 99. Joker, 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 Joker.
Ito Smith, his first carry. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
58, boys, 58, 58, it's Mike. Let's go, baby, they turn over, let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Zoom, fellas, let's go. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. Come on, Mike 56, Mike 56.
Let's go, D.
56, Mike 56, right there, right there. Oh. Here I come. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Ready, go.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
He's sacked back around the 28. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That really sets them back, a loss of 6.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. 2nd and 15. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Buzz.
They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30.
Any weapon.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Protein spill.
We taking wins home.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check, check.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Alert 3.
6-6. Pull it hard.
Watch your eye.
Go, Jackrabbit. Come on.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Out, 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 out. Go.
Banjo.
Ready.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. X3, 218, chopper. Go.
Draw play, Elliott. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
What we got? What we got?
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 46-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And 58 is a Mike. Go 58 to Mike.
Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go.
2nd and 11. Try to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54.
Hey, let's get this, get this. Right there.
He'll look to throw, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Shit.
No. Off.
to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
58. 58 to Mike. 3 buzz. Hey, 58.
He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Man, I got you. Check. Deep grip.
Now Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He wasn't ready.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Elliott. A little juke. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
22-jet bomber. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch out. Check 52. Kill. Hey.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Let's go.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Oh, get it.
Now Elliott. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They come out here in the eye.
56. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey.
Now here's Hill, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They go play action here on first down. They will find Davis. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
56. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Under 10. Under 10.
Looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Check. Peek in.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Ready? Here's Elliott. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Double dog. That's the way. Chance.
Go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Yo. SOS. Check 9.
Now back to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Check three. Box track. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Drop deep. C6. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Come on, the ball.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
box, lights. Deep grip, deep grip.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Bring it. Bring it. Back to the
Five.
They'll set up to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot.
It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. General West.
31. Switch, switch, switch.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
2nd and 3. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And all the way down to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Daniil Hunter on the stop. 4 yards on the
61.
pickup. 2nd and 6. at the Cowboys'
Mike, 56.
6-yard line.
Charlie, 56. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 56.
2nd and 6.
Come on.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check, 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 check. Check 24. Check. 80 weapon.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th.
Check safety, check safety. 6-6, pull it high. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Watch the slant.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Exit. Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Smith. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for the Browns. 45 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
They'll set up the throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Smith trying to run for it. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 58, right over there, yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Let him know, let him know. Bravo! Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go one more. 56, Mike 56, right there, 56. I'm here all day. I'm here. Delta. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
They're not ready for this, man. Ready for this. They still win.
No.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 5-yard touchdown. As his guys are back within a single score. Joseph now to have the PAT. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, Alpha.
Hatchet.
2nd and 5. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Get that quarterback and all come. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 58, read. Nice 7, let's go.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. And 58 is to Mike. Go 58 to Mike. Watch the pass. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. It's been a long day.
Orbit.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
58 for Mike.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Slam, slam, slam. Check 26, check 26.
They're going to look to throw. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Browns send out their punter now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Taken at about the 36. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. Big rip.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
49, check 49, check 49.
Take four, take four.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Right there.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Got it. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Shoot. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. But, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not ball league. It just